Didn't need that many. Alkahest, which is how many resources itself, just as of and so on. So this and let's see. This is I'm actually gonna avoid that one because I want to use the other as its own thing. Yes. Alright. So bucket of water. And that should be everything, right? So yeah. I can't reach, there we go. Okay then, so I'll just go this, which isn't going to immediately drop in there, so that's fine. So we'll just do this, and we'll just do that and that, and we'll just do right click there, and that'll fill that up easily enough for us. Now I don't even know if the materia is easy to be broken down either. I don't think you probably could in here, but probably. So what do you actually want to put in here? Because it was what? Coal and bone, iron ingots, redstone I can easily put in there, I'll do that. Gold I think I've got a fair amount of, but I technically have more redstone than anything I think at this point, because I haven't actually been using it. I mean, it's the second highest I've got there, behind fish, that I've had from a fisher. So, let's see if I could have more redstone than anything else. But I keep mining it whenever I can, so technically I was breaking this stuff down and using it in cases like this, I guess. So iron is a small amount. Gold got a fair amount, but then again not much. Netherite's another question because it will take ages for me to still find more and more, I think. Because I'm still gonna have to mine it, so that's fine enough. But we'll just break down some redstone, eh? And we'll get ourselves what? A C tier one. Gold and lapis. Do I have much lapis? I think I found a fair amount, but not much. Obviously redstone I found 10 times more, probably. Well, I guess. There we go, so 300-ish. So let's take some of this out and see what happens. That'll put us at B tier just fine. I don't even have enough emeralds, I think, do I? Do they even show up here? No, they don't even show up. That's how many I don't have. 17 diamonds, 20. Oh wow, I've still even got more diamonds than the emeralds. I mean, I've picked up a few, but probably not too much in comparison. But yeah, so that's having a much better. That's much better. So it's more accurate here, it seems. I don't know if that's just intentional, like per rank, or it's just that it's like, hey, okay, you're getting quite a bit. I mean, I don't know. Might just be, I don't know then, actually. I don't know, because technically FT you would think you would get more of, rather than just being like, hey, you know, the A tiers you're not going to get much for. But we got basically barely any F tier, or F rank, sorry, but we're getting almost 1 for 1 of the other, apparently, so that's interesting. That's also taking its time, apparently. I thought that'd be quicker than that, but apparently not. And the fluid is just sort of sitting there, I think. I don't know. I'm probably going to want more of these calcination furnaces at some point, but yeah. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just experimenting with what recipes I can access at the moment. While that's actually doing that, we'll get a drain. I'm curious on what we can do with that. So we need for a drain, we need 1, 2, 3, okay, so that's easy. I've got enough to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, at least, anyways. We've got 3 of those, which I actually got some really easily from a actual minecart, so that was cool. I love when you just find them in minecarts and it's like, I don't really need them immediately, but thanks. It's great. It's like, cool. 4 of them from just a loot chest and I haven't even done much with it. It's amazing. Right, yeah, they're all system. You're just sitting there, so that's fine. Right, so I need pipe equivalent from you, so I think, because I can do 8, and that'll be 6. Maybe just 2 left over, right? Yeah. That's the problem with trying to do some of this stuff. So that'll just be steam item packs, right? And just throw them in, I think. I don't know. The one thing that I also don't know is it's... where do I go from there, technically? I don't know, I'll find out, but either way. So we're going to get that, and then I think it was pressing them, or compressing them into plates. Oop, I didn't want to do that. There we go. How's this going? Not too bad. Yeah, I could smelt a bit more for charcoal, but again, I'm not really using that. Actually, I will do that actually because I don't know the situation on charcoal for the sake of what's it? I'm trying to remember now. For the sake of the steam up there, because I'm only got so much coal even, so. So what I'm going to rely on for the most part here is just putting this in this. That is just doing that, yeah. Cool. So I can just sit in there for now. That's fine. Right, so yeah, I'm just waiting for plates. Yeah, I guess I'll probably just put this back in here, but yeah, that'll be fine. So that'll be good, and go all the way back up here. Oh, I'm doing pretty good, and right, so drain, yes, yes, this in here, that goes in there, that goes there, and this says what? I'm gonna actually have to go to this one because it actually makes it easy to read. Pulls any fluid directly above it, pairs nicely with a tank unit underneath. So technically, I don't want to say it's exactly the same as the Annihilation Plane, but probably you could consider it that way. And then pairs nicely with a tank. So it gets fluids above it. Oh, okay. Maybe it's probably not going to be useful for that one, I don't know. I don't know, that's the thing. I'll have to experiment, of course. As I've probably said like 100 times already at this point, but you know. As far as exaggeration goes, so we've got C tier there, we'll just put something here for this one. So what do we do with C rank? We can make B rank with A. What? Oh, that's what downgrading is it? I don't know. B and C makes... Oh, okay, so B and C makes more C. Does that mean you have to go to the highest and you break it down? Is there a way to go up? C and S, how do you go up? E... C and F, so it makes E, which I can make of course, but I don't need to. D rank is E and C, what? Okay, so D and C equals D. C and B equals, yeah, they're basically saying it's just like, if you want to use said resources you can, but at the same time, you can't really do much else because we don't want you to actually go any higher than that. Because you can make a ton of B, but you need A. You can make a ton of C, but you need B. They don't actually want you to go much higher. It's like, if you want to go lower, you can. If you want to go higher, well, we can't help with that because you need to actually have those resources. Which, to me, makes sense, but actually more so annoys me. Because I wouldn't be getting tons and tons of nether stars and netherite just to get to a certain point. Forget it. Like, breaking it down, sure, but no. That's ridiculous. It's the reason why I don't get stuff that's usually too overpowered that often, is because it's just not worth it sometimes. That's just me, I guess. So sometimes the higher level stuff is worth it, but in other cases it's like, why would I want to bother with that when it's just so much effort that I personally, at least, am not interested in. Like, some of this stuff's been fun and accessible, whilst the other, it's just like, I don't need a ton of nether stars. That's not fun. It's just tedious and annoying. Again, we can probably use many of these resources though. Like, we can use the materia for a bunch of different stuff, probably. I assume probably just maybe for... That's the thing though, is what do you actually do with this afterwards? Because you convert it via what, exactly? I'm trying to think. It's like, you break it down... You can break materia into essentia, right? I think is the point. Practice of transmutation to things such and such. That's okay. Material matter, although in principle is interchangeable, in practice, okay, yeah. Yep. On the other hand, is it metaphysical essence? There are 13 known. Yes, yes, yes. Materia gives essentia, and that gives form by breaking substances down into these two. Alright. So I'm assuming based on how much essentia, I don't know, we'll just break down like, what, 8 of these or something? It'll probably give us something. It's probably the equivalent of what these resources are though, so it's not like it's that different. But I'm assuming you can convert back and forth. So like you put, I don't know if putting these in a vessel does anything, but either way you've probably got whatever those two materials are made from. As the equivalent there, so just put one on stone. I could always use some of this C tier one. So we just put 8 in, getting out of it. Nothing? Oh, we can't do that, can we? Come on. Interesting. Okay, so you need actual to put in there. Alright. This is the thing. I put a ton of lapis in there. I'm gonna put lapis in itself. I'm not going to put an entire stack in though. I'm going to put a bit of lapis in, like 8's worth or something. And the same with gold, I think, as well. I don't want to put too much stuff in here because I know that I'm only going to experiment. I'm not going to technically use too much. And I don't even know what's required for what either, so yeah. So just put, here is it. So gold gives us what? A new one? Existing. Probably an existing, right? Yep. We got anything there? Or is it going like, no, we ain't got no space? Which was it again? It says Mercury and something, which is, yeah, knowing with Hylon on this would be great. Let's see, yeah. Apollo. So what do we got here? Saturn, Taurus. Oh, why is it going straight into there? Are they all the same type? That's what I don't know, actually. So we go into Sensio. This will tell us. So we got, let's go put this side by side. So we've got Ceres, which is Earth. We've got Jupiter, which is fire. So it just combines stuff? I'm assuming there is a way to separate it, which is obviously centrifuges, but oh man. That's well, I guess. And this one is what? Saturn and Tellus. Saturn is Earth and Tellus is also Earth. Okay, so that's accurate. It's just for some reason when it comes down to here, it doesn't. So why even combine it? Probably to make things difficult. I'll get a ton more ports for one. That's probably also something we needed to consider. But that's the thing, is does it push it straight to there even then? I don't even know. I really don't know. They probably want you to separate on purpose, which is the annoying part. As per usual, of course. What is that? Oh, I forgot I put them in the chest. Oops. Forgot to take them out. Yeah, this is where I always hate it. It's like, I get what they're going for, but in some cases it's like, do you really want me to put that much effort into separating things and doing the other? Because sometimes it can be very tedious and not really that appealing. So I just don't even usually want to bother, because it's just a lot of... It's not exactly like a racking of your brain, it's just annoying, I find. It's just so much extra effort, it's just pointlessly added in for the sake of it. At least from my experience with certain mods, I'm like, okay, there's some extent I'll go, and then there's just, oh yeah, we're just gonna make it so annoying where you can't even do much about it. It's like, yeah, thanks for the extra how many other hours I have to waste separating stuff because you just wanted to make it difficult. I'm not saying it's bad design, it's just, it's, in my opinion, frustrating and just not worth my time sometimes. Right, so, what do we get?